Hey guys, summertime is here, so today I'm going to address training around a holiday. Firstly, I would like to stress the prioritisation of training. So basically, when you're on holiday, training is not going to be your first priority. Your first priority is going to be enjoying your holiday. Don't get too hung up on training to the point where it reduces your life quality. The whole point of training is to improve your life quality and not reduce it. Furthermore, if you're only going on holiday for a 1 or 2 week period, you're not actually going to lose that much gains or progress in that period of time. And for something that might even make you better, if you're in a state of slight overtraining or overreaching, a 1 or 2 week period off might actually make your strength and progress go up rather than reduce it. So it really isn't worth stressing about. If you are going away for like a 2 week period or longer, you could maybe add in a few like full body sessions, train whatever, like just do whatever you can, go to a gym where in the resort where you're staying, hotel gym, that kind of thing, or even just body weight if that's all you've got available. But that's kind of secondary to the enjoyment of your holiday. So say like if there's conflicts with like your family or like your partner or whatever who you're on holiday with, like the enjoyment of the holiday should always come first and training should be second whilst you're on holiday. So I'm not saying that you have to place training on like a back burner all the time, but just for the 2 week period whilst you're on holiday, you shouldn't like stop doing things because it affects your progress. You should still drink. You know, you can drink alcohol, eat out. Don't really worry about it too much. But then when you come back, that's still in your top four priorities wherever it is for you. But whilst on holiday, it kind of can take a back burner. Like training to add to your life and make you feel better, it shouldn't like take away from your life. What I recommend for lifters who are going on a holiday for like a 1 or 2 week period is if it's a 1 week period, I wouldn't change your training at all. I would just carry on with your sessions, have a gap, and then carry on with the next session which you're supposed to do if you weren't going on holiday. So you just basically just carry on and no change to your programming at all. If it's a 2 week period, you could maybe add in 1 or 2 sessions of body weight, but again, you don't have to. It's only if you've got time and whoever you're on holiday with isn't going to be like annoyed about it. And basically, before you go, I would recommend trying to put in a full body session or something similar. So say you could do lower, upper. Basically, just trying to minimise the gap as much as possible between training sessions, like pre and post holiday, and try not to worry about it too much in the middle. Like when you get back, movements are going to feel unfamiliar. Strength might be down a little bit, but you should still be able to complete the sessions you've got programmed. You shouldn't actually lose that much. It's going to feel like crap, but you should be able to get through it. I would just like to further highlight the importance of not stressing about training whilst you're on holiday. Like basically, if you're starting to get anxiety over not training over a 1 or 2 week period, you've probably got like an exercise addiction anyway, and it's probably the least of your worries. Like training is a hobby. It shouldn't be giving you anxiety. It shouldn't be making you depressed if you can't do it. It should be like I said earlier, it should be adding and not taking away. Nevertheless, training is an enjoyable hobby for a lot of people, and you are going to have a slight feeling of missing doing it, but you're not feeling anxious and depressed and down about not training. It's just you miss the enjoyment that you get out of training, and that's okay. What's not okay is to like not enjoy yourself on holiday because you are worrying about not being able to train. You're worried about when you come back how weak you're going to be, what you're going to lost. But in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really matter. Like lack of progress over 2 weeks, as long as you can maintain it, it doesn't really matter. It's progress over years and years that matters. I mean, a 2 week period of maintenance is not actually going to be that much detriment. As long as you're not doing it all the time, it should be fine. So say like if you've got a job where you need to travel all the time, you're like going around the world, that kind of thing, you are going to have to put in place further considerations. But for the like general average person who's just going on holiday maybe once or twice a year, sometimes even less than that, that 2 week period of doing nothing is really not of much concern at all. If anything, it'll make you better at training because when you come back, you're going to feel more like up for it. You're going to feel more eager in the gym. You're going to be more motivated because you miss doing the movements, and you're more likely to enjoy your lifts more. So it might even like help in that sense. So if your training's getting stale, that kind of thing, you might come back and all of a sudden you found some extra motivation from somewhere. So it's not always a bad thing taking a lay off. Like a lot of powerlifters take a 1 or 2 week period layoff after a meet anyway. So if you can time it perfectly with a meet, so you're going on holiday like after you finish your meet, it might be the perfect thing to relax you after the meet and de-stress you, and leave you in a fresh state to come back into training after. So in that way, it can be very beneficial. So as a recreational lifter or even a competitive lifter, your concern on holiday should be the prioritization of having fun and enjoying your time on holiday rather than stressing and worry about training when you get back or how much you're going to lose. Yeah, basically that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.